You're watching a Big Z review. The Old Guard 2 is the newest film from Netflix, and it's like their version of a summer blockbuster you can watch at home. And they're actually doing a lot more advertising than they normally do for their products, for their movies or TV shows. Is this too bad? It kind of sucks.
She is the first of the immortals. She knows your histories, your relationships. I am scared of what she is capable of.
So Old Guard, the first one, came out like 5 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. But the thing is, the characters, especially all the characters other than Charlize Theron, were not very memorable. So I didn't bother watching the first one again, but I started up and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, there's no moment where they kind of like reintroduce you to this world. And like, so I actually had to stop. I stopped watching it. I watched on YouTube a recap of the first film, and I watched my review from 5 years ago. And you know, I think I said that I could see it having a sequel, and it does kind of set up for a sequel. And I think the villain in the sequel will be more interesting than the villain in this one. But the thing is, what I wanted in a sequel, they just chose not to do, which is such an odd thing, because the whole like ending of the first one, you know, is like they find out someone found Charlize Theron's girlfriend who had been tried as a witch and was like put in like a coffin or like an Iron Maiden and like dropped into the ocean, and she's like fated to like live, drown, and die for like 5 centuries, for half a millennia. And like everyone saw that and was like, oh fuck, we're gonna have an insane immortal. That's gonna be so cool if you do a sequel. And the thing is, like, I am not that familiar with the original comics and graphic novels. Like, I think I have the number one issue, but like a lot of times with some that I might buy the first issue of, and then if I don't get around to read it, I don't continue it. And this is one I never continued. But the basic idea is that there's this group of immortals that are immortal for no apparent reason, I guess. And they kind of try to help humanity evolve in a better way. But like in the first one, like, I wanted Veronica No as Quinn to like be crazy. And the main plot point of this film is she's just the henchwoman to Discord, Uma Thurman as Discord. And it's like, Uma Thurman isn't really in this movie that much, but she's like the big boss, and they're trying to like do something with a bomb to like kill a bunch of people, and it's like, okay. And like, literally, she's just a little annoyed at Charlize Theron for giving up trying to find her after 100 or 200 years. And it's just like, and it's so weird because there's a scene, there's a flashback, and she's like going to kill someone after in a burning village. And I'm like, so what's going on here? And the whole idea is that Quinn like brings her back from the verge. But I was like, I didn't know what's going on. At first I was like, oh, is this when she became immortal? And like, no, Quinn's there. So I guess this is later. I guess some random village was killed. I was like, oh, okay. And like, there's no real point to it. And the way this movie ends, I'm like, oh, so this is just, are you making a TV show now, or is this a movie? You know, it feels like they had no introduction from the previous one, and then they just end it like that, and it's like there's no beginning, middle, and end to this film. Like it's like they're filming an episode of TV. And it's funny, this is a different director. This is Victoria Mahoney, and I looked her up, And she's done only TV. She's never made a movie. She's only done short films and a bunch of TV. And I don't know, maybe she doesn't know how to make a film. And Charlize Theron as Andy, as a drachme, I think there is. Like, she's still good, but like she has a mullet now instead of short hair, and it's a little distracting. And also, like, a lot of the action this time around was pretty mediocre to bad. There's some shaky cam, there's a lot of CGI blood, there's a lot of weaker CGI, and it's just fine. And it's also, they do this weird stuff where, like, they never explain the immortality. And I feel like that's a mistake. Like, even you just say, it's magic. You do a little hand waving. Magic exists. Let's fucking go. You know? But, like, they don't, and then, or you want to do it, like, biologically. Like, just some weird mutation that these immortals have. But instead, they do this weird stuff where, in the first one, like, she lost her immortality, and the whole idea was that it just randomly happens sometime. You know, eventually everyone just lose their immortality. Everyone dies in the end. And it's like, they do that, and then the new person, the new immortal from the first one, Kiki Lane is Niall. Like, it's revealed, spoiler, light spoiler, what kind of spoiler? It's like, it's revealed that she is the last immortal. And if she stabs or cuts you, you're gonna lose your immortality. But you can give it to someone else, only free with your free will. You have to willingly give your immortality to someone else. And it's like, if it's magic, it's a curse. Like, say it's like a curse, or there's a cursed dagger or something. That's easier to believe than just randomly, boop, you're no longer immortal. Boop, you're no longer immortal. Boop, I gave her your immortality. Like, it's just kind of stupid. And it's just disappointing. Like, I assume they probably already filmed Old Guard 3. But it seems like it's just like, this should be called Old Guard 2 Part 1. You know? But it's not good. Like, it was really, it's fine to watch, you throw it on. But I'd probably give like a 5 out of 10. You know, I wish they would have done something better with this. You know, you should have a bunch of immortals, like, having axe and sword fights. It should be badass. But it's just pretty mediocre. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.